We are an evolving species. We've mastered tools, conquered nature, leveraged the power of machines, and embraced technology in search of greater knowledge. Computers have empowered us further, and in the process, turn out enormous amounts of data. Today, we record and transfer more information in a year than mankind created over the past 5,000 years combined. Proof we are in the information age indeed.
So when you look at a conference like this, the room is full, but it's not a huge room. Mm-hmm. How do you get the word out to more people and make them understand it?
One at a time. Mm-hmm. When the Alberta Council of Technology started, there were 5. And those 5 individuals were looking at emerging business opportunities. And before you knew it, there were 15. And what became apparent is it was really not a business advisory, it was becoming a business network. But even so, it was becoming a technology network. They were very interested in emerging technologies and what the business and personal ramifications would be. Mm-hmm. So business is wrapped around values. You don't run a business to violate your customer. You build a business to have a long-term relationship with that customer. So that group now is no longer 5 or 15, it's now 11,000. And when we survey that 11,000 as to why they are interested in the commercialization of emerging technologies, they say because they see emerging technologies as being a fundamental opportunity or threat. Mm-hmm. And so while ABC Tech uses technology as the hook, what we're really about is values. Our discussions and our dialogue and our conferences always talk about human values, governing mechanisms, the society. And so what we're trying to do is better manage the relationship between man and technology. Mm-hmm. You talk about going to buy an automobile today and wondering what you should have under the hood, but now they're starting to ask you, who do you want to drive it when it backs up out of the garage? Mm-hmm. Who do you want to park it? You know, you can see the trend well underway. Mm-hmm. That Google today is mapping the world from an automobile. Tomorrow they'll be driving it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a fascinating time. Would you say that this is a time of transition?
I think it is.
Yeah.
I think we've been in that transition for some time. The demarcation of change is, however, going to be the moment when the ICT industry, the information communications technology, which has been about computers and wires and fiber and wireless, when it changes from being about technology and becomes a service. Mm-hmm. And just for your viewers, to move from understanding how the wheel works to worrying about transportation is the transition. To worry about whether my computer has enough power and is properly connected to data. I think we're moving beyond that now, and we're talking about apps. So this conference is much less about what's under the hood. I couldn't tell you what 3G and 4G is. Mm-hmm. I don't even carry an iPod. Mm-hmm. I actually have a pen in my pocket.
Okay.
But the reality is we're moving from all that technology and the gadgets to not worrying about how the gadget works. When you first got a TV, you sat in front of it, mystified about how this thing works, mm-hmm. and you spend all your brain power. I wonder how this works. Well, today you watch it. Mm-hmm. The computer is going to be part of your life as it is today, not about going to get information. It will be doing things for you that today you do for yourself.
So how do then people, I guess, not so much be at the forefront of it, but how do they ease their transition?
I could laugh and say, come to our conferences.
Well, but that's just it. And people who are watching, and this is something you're doing to get the word out as well.
Right. And I think we all as citizens, because this is not about an organization, even though I refer to it as the Alberta Council of Technology. This is all of us as citizens wanting to be part of a change, but also don't want to lose control. We want to make sure that the transition process is orderly. We talk about technologies that could be disruptive. That's the issue. We want to make sure they're not disruptive. We want to make sure that the governing mechanisms and the informed consumers are part of this. In Alberta in particular, mm-hmm. and I'm now going to zero in on a piece of geography, because in reality the world of analytics doesn't have borders. Mm-hmm. The data doesn't respect borders. It just looks at whatever someone wants to look at in that data. We think that Alberta is missing a huge opportunity. We've got carbon up the yin-yang. Wheat, meat, fiber, timber, oil, and gas. We will be prosperous for a long while, we think. Mm-hmm. As long as our consumers want to buy raw product, we'll be in great shape. But, I mean, should fusion come along, there may be a transition in the way energy is generated or purchased. If stem cells come along, we may well have a completely different healthcare system we have today. So we're well aware that technologies can be disruptive. Someone needs to be thinking about how to anticipate that and make sure we make the proper adjustments.
Right, right.
The value is not in the data itself. The value is in how we use the data, how the data analysis shapes our decisions, how it automates our machines, how it solves our problems, and how it changes our lives. The power of the data is set to be unleashed, and its impact will be felt everywhere. We are experiencing the dawn of a new age, the age of data analytics. Put bluntly, analytics is revolutionizing our health system. Analytics enhances environmental monitoring. Analytics empowers commerce. Analytics is a game changer for professional sport. Analytics redefines the very definition of community, and analytics will drive our future. How will analytics and big data shape Alberta, its economy, and its labor market? How will analytics and big data impact you, your business, and your life? Join global and local experts for 3 days of thought-provoking discussions, insight and foresight, and surprising discoveries. Analytics empowers better decisions. Register now for Canada's largest analytics conference.